So in this video, I'm going to show you how to print to your Ender 2 printer from Cura. This can be that you've been using something else as a different software to print to your 3D printer, or this is you've just set it up, you've leveled your bed, and now you found something online that you want to print, but you're not sure how to. So I'm going to go through and actually show you how to set up the printer on Cura and even how to download and import a file into it. So what I've done is I've just gone here and I've downloaded this file already from this person, and it's just a Fallout Vault-Tec sign. So this is just a simple quick print that we can see just to see as a test. I'll put the link down for this one down below. Right, to put it into, so the first thing we're going to do in Cura is when you open it up, I've done mine on 3.2. Now this, all you have to do is go to Cura. I'll put another link down below as well. Just download it, install, open it up, and you'll probably come to the same page as something along the lines of this. So now we come to the, or if you haven't, if you just get a blank, you can just click File, or where is it? Settings, Printer, Add or an Add Printer. Now to add the Ender 2 printer, we're going to go to Other, Creality CR10. I'm going to change the name of this to Ender 22. Ooh. 22. Now you can name it whatever you want. You can just call it Ender 2 to make it even a little bit simpler, or if you want to have it as a different name. Now we just click Add Printer. Now as you can see here, I've already got an Ender 2 set up. The bed size is completely different. So for this Ender one that we're going to do now, we just need to set up the bed size. So first we want to change the material to PLA. Now we want to go to Manage Printers, Machine Settings, and we want to change the top two to 150. So that's the X and the Y. So the X width and the Y depth should now be 150mm by 150mm, and the Z we can change that one to 200. Build plate shape, we got it as a rectangle, so they'll keep it as that. Origin at center, no, we don't want that one ticked, but we do want heated bed ticked. We can leave the G codes as they are. Now if we just close this one and then close that, and as you can see now the bed has gone to the same size as the other Ender 2 as I set up, showing that this is roughly done right. Now what you want to do is you want to click this little file icon over here called Open File. You want to navigate to where you've got your file. I've got mine just here. Now you want to open it. Now as you'll see, the sign is going to be a bit too big, so what we got to do is we got to shrink the sign down. Now if we just go over to the side here, you've got Move, Scale, Rotate or Mirror. Now what we want to do is we want to scale the sign, and then what we want to do is we want to grab this green one. We just want to make it a tiny bit smaller a minute. Now we head over to Move, and we just move it over here, and you can see it's locked to the plate. Now what we can do is we can scale it to how we want. So I'd probably want it about that big, but as you can see down here, it's ready to save the file. So if you wanted to, you can run and print it like this, but as you can see down here, it's going to take 3 hours and 32 minutes, and it's going to do it at the highest, other than the infill, it's going to do it at the highest layer height it can do. Like, it will do it at really good quality. So what we want to do is, just for this one, I'm going to put mine to 0.15 with a 20% infill. So that's about a 56-minute print for me. Now you can put this at whatever you want, and I recommend finding something, you can use this or something along the lines, and just print 3 prints or 4 prints with the different sizes, and you can see the differences. And to see the difference in infill, this probably isn't the best one. I'll have to do another tutorial on the actual settings. It basically, I wonder if it can actually show it. If we go to a layer, I want it to do it like this. There you go. So it's like you can see all the layer, how it's now, instead of being thinner, it's a lot thicker, so we can actually change the infill. And seeing as this one's not going to take as long as I thought, I'm going to put mine up to 80% infill. So it should look like something like that. Or wasn't 100% infill. 1 hour and 5 minutes to print like that. That's what we'll do it at. We'll do it infill at 100% at 0.15. Now, so now we've got the file done. It's ready to save. The next step is to take your little SD card that you have. Should have come with your printer. Now, I've seen online some people do get the USB adapter in with it. Some people just get the SD card. Now, hold on a second, I'm just trying to take that one out of my printer. But, there we go. Now, with the SD cards, all you have to do, you can go into almost any supermarket or tech shop, and the one I use is the SanDisk USB to SD connector. So instead of having the actual bigger, because you use a micro SD, instead of having the SD card adapter and then going through that, you can just pick up a SanDisk USB. I'll link that in the description, and then I just find them a lot easier. You can just take the USB straight out of your machine, slot it straight into the USB, and it's in your machine. So I'm going to put mine in. So you can see here I've got all my previous prints here. So now all we got to do is click save to removable drive, eject it, and that's it. That's ready to now put into your printer. And for this next part, I'm going to do a time lapse of the printer. Now, to do a quick rundown of the settings, I will tell you now, just in case I can't film it at the angle I need. But just turn your printer on, click down on the nozzle, and then it will come up with a couple of settings. Now this is all if you have already leveled your bed. If you don't need to do that, I should be doing another video on that soon, so just hold out for that one if you don't know, or you can just YouTube it itself, and it is a very simple process. So, and then all you want to do is scroll down to print from SD card, select the file that you want to print, and then it will just go back to the main screen after you've pressed that. And then if you press it again, it will go, you'll have an option to tune. And then once you've tuned, I always change the nozzle to 205 and the bed at 60, and always just at straight 100 for speed. Now this can also go down to the type of filament you have. So if you've ordered some filament from online, I recommend going back to the order and just looking at the temperatures on which the filament you have, because when I first started printing on one of the printers I have, I had two different types of filament. One would print between 190 degrees and 220, and another wouldn't print it until 230 to 250. And when I was trying to print it at 220, which was the highest, the other one, it wouldn't seem to melt, and I couldn't figure out why. And now that's just a little tip if your print isn't sticking to the bed correctly. So now I'm going to go ahead and we'll do a time lapse of this Vault-Tec sign printing.